Hey, good morning. How's everybody today? So today we're gonna change a format a little bit. I am going to go over, as usual, every day I go over market sector analysis, but I have decided to change the format a little bit from going forward. So what I will start talking about every day, in addition to what I'm looking at market and sectors, are like three stocks. Um, that I see. There's either on the buy side, either on the sell side. I'll talk about those stocks. I'll run some analysis for those stocks. For those who do not know me, I am a co-founder and CEO at OVTLYR. A quick thing about OVTLYR, what we have built here is a way to monitor how investors are reacting to changing market conditions, whether it's price movement, whether it's news, whether it's what Fed is doing, what action they are taking. So we have way to monitor and capture uh, whether investors are feeling fearful, greedy, and by how much. So we have built this platform that can actually help in understanding where the market is at, where the stock is at, whether you are going long, whether you are going short. It really helps you getting that overall understanding of the market on the stock level, ETFs, etc. Hey, how are you? Thanks for joining. Okay, so let's get started. As I said, I decided to change the format a little bit going forward. I will talk about top three stocks that I'm finding interesting. We'll look at market and sector, and then we'll just conclude this daily report after that. So let's get started. So one of the news actually caught my attention today. So I was reading about it yesterday. Department of Justice actually brought antitrust lawsuit on Visa, which of course is going to impact the financial sector all across the board. But this is kind of, Visa has this monopoly in the debit cards that they issue. Like they literally have the monopoly. And right now, I think they are going after Visa, which gonna put some strain on in at least near term until this is resolved or this is going somewhere. Whether they come to some understanding, some whatever they do. For now, it's going to impact Visa stock as well as the financial sector overall. So what I decided to start looking into financial sector a little bit more, right, and see where the opportunities are, whether it's long term or short term, whether it's go long or short. Right now, as you can see, when I pull the financial sector in market breadth tab, from last few days, or in fact, I would say uh, from yesterday to today, the number of stocks in uptrend have started to go down. So you see this number. Yesterday it was 221. Today it is 210. And what is going on with the number of stocks in downtrend? It is kind of, it's going to change. It's going to change. You'll see the change because whenever this start moving down, usually this starts moving up. So financial sector is one of the sector that I'm thinking they're going to be a pullback, or it already started from today after that news came out. So what I did, instead of focusing on bull list today, I pulled the bear list. And if I am planning to buy puts, or if I'm planning to go short, I need to identify some companies from financial sector which has high probability to go down in near future. So what I did, I simply went through this list, right? First thing what I did was I looked at our 30-day moving average. I want to make sure that there's enough uh, um, daily volume for that stock. So based off of at least this much, And the sector that I'm interested in today is financial sector. I finalized into like three stocks. So I'm going to start with the first one. Let's start with Visa, because we started talking about Visa. So when I pull the stock detail page for Visa, let's see what we are looking at. So the good thing is the sector agrees with us. What does that mean? The sector is kind of changing its course. There may be a pullback coming, which you may see in coming days. So that is good. Let's dive into where Visa is at. So we got sell signal on Visa on Monday. you know I guess I think the news broke out either yesterday or day before yesterday. But yeah, we got a sell signal on Visa on Monday, September 23rd. uh, and let's look at it, what I'm looking at. Even though the current price is less than the average price of where the analyst targets, where the analysts are targeting right now, but because of this news that came out, I think it's going to get impacted. There's going to be a pullback in the stock. Maybe in the long term it will go up, but for now there's a lot of pressure. Uh, I pull the chart here on Trend Spider. Let's see. We are getting there. You see this 10 EMA. It's coming down. It's either crossed or it's already crossing the 20. Which is kind of the thing. There's another thing. I love one of Chris's exit rule that, hey, anytime the close price, anytime the close price go below 20 EMA, just get out of that stock. So it's already, it already started going down from yesterday. The Q was actually yesterday. If you were long in Visa, now the bigger question is whether you should go short, right? Whether you should buy put contracts. And again, that's up to you. For me, I'm just gonna look at the stock and see whether it may go down further. In my opinion, it will go down further. Why? Because there's gonna be a pressure from financial sector overall, right? It's in downtrend. The news on the Visa. I mean, Visa is a great company, by the way. But right now there's this uncertainty that's hanging out around the stock. Plus, we have the other data points which are agreeing that the stock is going to go down. So, in my opinion, Visa is one of the stock. You're going to see more pullback. If you're planning to go long, wait for some time. Or if you're planning to go short, or buy the put contract, it's a good. There's a high probability right now. Okay, let's go to the next one. So the next one from my list that I want to talk today is this PSEC, Prospect Capital Corporation. The first thing I see is there's a lot of volume. There's a lot of volume for this stock, which is again, that's something I look for when I'm trying to filter out which stocks are good. So I'm going to just close the Visa. We are done with Visa, so that there are less tabs here. So this stock, we got a sell signal today. Before market open, we got a sell signal, right? When I look at the oscillator has plateaued here, right? Which is, what is the job of oscillator? So oscillator literally predicts which way price is headed in the near future. When it starts to change direction, the way I look at it, there's going to be a more selling pressure that's going to build up on this stock when it start moving down. So coming back to this stock, PSEC, looks like a good option as well. You're probably going to see a pullback on this stock as well. The financial sector is going to play its role. It's going to push the prices down. Plus, looks like for this stock within the outlier portal, I'm seeing the oscillator is reversing. So that there's that. Let's look at this stock in Trend Spider. See, it's all about, in the end, it's all about how many data points you can align. Whenever I'm making a decision, I want to make sure that this data around sector or index is aligned well. The data around the stock is aligned well. You know, I'm going to check on whatever platform is telling, and as a confirmation, I want to make sure that I'm looking at few other places. And Trend Spider, is one of my favorite. And in fact, I love how Chris explains. So if you see closely, right, it is turning. Like there's no like a clear signal right now that's it's gonna cross below the 20, but it is happening. If I am a man of a betting nature, which sometime I am, I would say there's gonna be a pullback because it's already in process, and you may see a pullback for this stock PSCC. Fundamentals matter, but sometime they don't, because if everything is going down, it's gonna bring the stock as well down as well. Pullback happens, so it's up to you how you're gonna look at the stock and make a decision. And that's, at least that's how I look at the stock. Again, coming back on the some of the other data points, I do see the averages by these analysts. By the way, these analysts are always late, in my opinion. When the stock is going up, they'll raise their target price, right, which is great. And when the stock is going down for some time, right, they'll bring the target price down. So sometime I wonder, I wonder, with some little bit knowledge, anybody can become this analyst. And of course, there are good analysts and then there are bad analysts. But right now, at least the average price target in the near term future, whether it's a year from now, it's above $30. The price is around, 29.63, 30. It's closer to that, but it's gonna see the pullback which it's seeing today. And remember, this usually all of this data gets updated before market open, and I am seeing a pullback for this stock, and I feel like it's going to go down further. You're going to see more pullback in coming days. So my opinion on this particular stock is, sorry, the prospect, my bad. On this stock, it's, I'm going to cover in a second. There you're going to see a pullback for this stock as well. Let's look into the third one, which we started looking already, which is Virtue Financial. Again, a sell signal came today. We saw this beautiful run up for this particular stock from $16 to $32, almost doubled in price. Almost doubled in price from February 12th, right? Great. It's not going to keep on going up. There's going to be a pullback, whether it's a big, whether it's a small. We're going to see a pullback for this stock. The oscillator is moving down, which is a good thing if I'm betting that the price is going to go down, right? Sector we already looked into. The sector is pushing down. Some of these companies are going to get impacted. You're probably going to see more and more companies in financial sector coming on the sell side in near future, right? So whatever that data is around how many stocks are in uptrend, downtrend, number of stocks in downtrend are going to go up in coming days. A number of stocks in uptrend, right, it's going to go down in number, and number of stocks in downtrend are going to go up. What's going to happen, at least that's what the data is telling me. So again, coming back to VIRT, which is this stock, let's see what I'm looking here in TrendSpider. It is kind of reaching out to 20 M. It's probably gonna cross. I mean, I see these order blocks here. Now, we need to be very careful about order blocks, which means that there's a big order block stacked. There's a big order block stacked here, right? It may push the prices up, but because there's a bigger movement that's happening in the sector, and news like what I'm seeing with Visa, which has this negative impact, and probably going to have a negative impact on the overall sector. Yes, the banks, probably going to benefit, but also the banks which were making money on the interest rates, right? They're probably going to make less interest rate as well. Yes, as interest rate go down, they may start lending out more, but um, whatever that difference they were making from Fed's overnight rate and the rates that they were giving out to their customers, like they were making a lot of money so far, that money is going to go down. So that is another impact that lower interest rate has on the banking sector. All in all, I would say that three stocks that caught my attention today, which I feel you're going to see a pullback, and you can do it on your own by going to the watch list every day before market opens. But three stocks are Visa, PSEC, VIRT. So these three stocks, I feel like they're going to see more pullback in coming days. Be careful if you're planning to go long. Wait for some time. Let it run through that course of pullback before you're planning to get into the stock if you're planning to go long. So that's all for today, and I hope you liked what you see, and I hope you got some understanding of how I am looking at the data on day-to-day basis. So if you have any questions, let me know. I'm always reachable. I always answer my emails. You can reach out through our website, through our chat, or leave a comment. I'll try to answer those. That's all for today. And as you know, that we have a special going on for our annual plan, which you can lock right now for just $299 a year. Thanks all for joining. I will see you tomorrow.